Hey, what is up everyone? It's Gladiator here, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing an arena tips and tricks video on basically how to win. Okay, so first thing I want to say before the video even starts is that if you're above arena 6 and you feel like you won't learn anything from me, that's fine. Just go ahead and click off, not trying to waste people's times, but you gotta understand that I'm taking arena 1 to arena 6, and even maybe higher if you learn something from this. I'm not saying that you will, but I'm taking people from arena 1 and arena 6, so I'm assuming that you're around that area if you're watching this video. So just a little preface before this video starts. Okay, so first thing I want to point out, like totally unrelated to the video, this is insane. Look at this, $30. Well, it does give a legendary card, but 75 power, like that's so easy to get. Like the shards are so easy to get, and basically you're paying like $30 for a legendary. Tell me how you guys think about that. Do you guys have a legendary? Tell me in the comments. But that's pretty insane, especially if you get a bad legendary. Like that's like half of a game that you could buy. But okay, let's just go ahead and get into it. First things first, if you want to win an arena or any story mode game, it's all about your deck. You draw from your deck, you try to get lucky and get cards from your deck, you set up your deck to help you to win, stuff like that. So first things first, my rule of thumb is it's okay if you have commons. I have quite a bit of commons. If they have good combos, why not use them? But the thing for me is regular common combo cards. I know that's a lot to say. You shouldn't have more than 2 of each. So what I mean by that is I have 2 drugs. If we look, I'll have 2 McBurger Towns. We look even more, I have more examples, 2 schools and 2 sports. The only exception is if the card is really good, like base wise, like if it has really good attack or health or something, and you feel like it has good combos even though you have 1 of it. That's the same way I feel about the Gamer Peter card. So let's go ahead and find him. He gets really good combos with Peggy, I think, and just a couple of the cards in general. So yeah, and as you see, I have Golden Turd. It's only by himself. He only combines with like Lois and Steve that I have in my deck, so he's not really gonna combine with a lot, but it's just good because he's a good base card. Now if we go ahead and look, upgrading your card is like, you need it. It's necessary. All of that stuff, you need to upgrade your cards if you're gonna want to win. If you want to win, you're gonna have to upgrade your cards. So let's talk about that a little bit. Okay, so as you see, I have my common upgraded. Now it says she's only level 2, but she's fused level 2, so she's higher than the level 3s right here. But one thing I would not suggest is fusing cards that you only have 2 of, especially if they're rares or epics or even a legendary. I don't know if you'd be able to fuse a legendary if you're lucky enough to have more than 2. But if we go ahead and look, right here it wants me to fuse these 2, but honestly when you're in this situation, I would just keep 2 of the same card so you have a higher chance of pulling it, because the card you're gonna get from fusing these 2 together is only a little bit more powerful than the card itself, like both of them themselves. So after we got that out of the way, obviously research, pick your cards that you want to get good combos with. Right now I'm just kind of filling in spots that I need, but obviously all my cards have really good combos. Any combos possible that I'm using in my deck combined with cards, like I've researched all of that. So make sure you research that. I know it takes a while, but you're just gonna have to do it. It's necessary if you're gonna use the cards and actually be successful. So we have 10 stamina, but I feel like for sake of the video we'll play like 2 games and then we'll just kind of see what I like to do in game, because I feel like a lot of it, like let's say 80% is based on your deck, 15% is based on luck, like drawing the cards you want, and 5% is based on your actual gameplay. That's just how I feel how it goes, because you're never playing real people. These are always bots, so they won't always make the best decisions. Okay, so right here I got kind of a bad draw, so what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna play crack, I think, because I can always combine it if I really need to. Hopefully I get something to combine it. I believe Steve combines with it to make Withdrawal Steve, and it's a decent card. And he just played a 4/4 right there. I'm not really too concerned about it. So what I'm actually going to do is make Withdrawal Steve. And my first priority is going to be to clear a lane. And I'd rather clear the defense lane because I really want that card out of the way. Bender or any defense card when you get in Arena 6 is really annoying. Oh, that's another thing, is when you're in Arena 6, they actually get first attack priority. So honestly, this tip goes for everyone. Clear your lane out. You really want to get an open lane. As you see, he's just kind of expanding on the sides, which is fine. So right there, I'm going to take damage, 4 damage from that weapon card for whatever card I play in that spot. And I'm going to use Peter Copter because his bomb actually damages cards adjacent to the weapon card that he's about to attack. So that's basically like 1 damage to the cards next to it. So I really like that. And he's a decent card, so you got that too. So just picking stuff that you know will survive attacks and just trying to clear out a lane. So even if Peter Copter's left like 2 health or whatever, he's going to be able to clear out whatever Bender puts in that spot just because he gets first attack priority. So right here we have Zoidberg. We're going to tie him up with Meg. Meg is just a really good card to tie people up on the sides. She's not really an attacking card or any card that you'd want to lead with, but she's just a good card to fill up a spot when you don't want to take unnecessary damage like that. So right here, it's working out really well in my favor. Witcherall Steve is up to 13 attack because of the Crazed perk. That's another thing, is perks are a really good thing to have on a card, especially Crazed. That's my favorite. Either that or Health Leech. Both are really good, and if you can get both on a card, I would say to use that card 99.99% of the freaking time. So let's go ahead and put McBurger Town right there, and McBurger Town is going to be open in his lane, because what you actually do is you have to put a card. You can't put a card in any spot. You have to put it to the leftmost side. So as you see, he had to put Zoidberg in the leftmost spot, so he couldn't just put it in front of Peter Copter or anything like that. So right here, we're just going to get open attack right here. The game's pretty much over at this point. What I'm going to look for is maybe some combos I can work in. And it looks like no one's able to really do anything because Meg apparently doesn't combine with anyone. I feel like she does. I thought she'd combine with Skull and stuff, but that's why I only have 1 of Meg in my deck, even though I have 2 of her. I really should fuse her, but that's another story. Let's go ahead and just open this, see what we get. And we don't get a hero this time, but that was a pretty flawless victory. We should play another one just to show that what I'm doing is not a fluke and I can consistently win using the strategies that I performed, setting up my deck and stuff like that. So it's all pretty basic at the end of the day, honestly. Once you learn the game, it's pretty much easy, but you know, when you're starting off, I know it can be kind of frustrating to try to figure out what you actually want to do, what kind of plays you want to do. And of course, when they get first attack priority in this high up arena, it is pretty annoying. So now I'm left with the choice right here. I can make a really good card combining Quagmire with Lois's Piano, or I could fill the lane. And I think I'm just going to combine because I want to clear out the lane as fast as I can, and 5 damage is a lot, but honestly, look at that card I just played. That card is so beautiful right there. Oh, that card's so good. +3 attack after every turn, just keeps increasing. Even though she's gonna do the pliers thing and just keep decreasing attack, it won't matter. Once I get that Luis's defense card gone, next turn it's all over for him. It literally is. You know, I'll plug up Quagmire right there with Pizza Overlord, it looks like, or even Crack. I'll do Crack right there. I'm not gonna do Crack. I'm just gonna put it in that spot. You guys know what I mean. Okay, so that lane's clear. It's basically over at this point. 16 attack. That's a 16/16 card right there. That's why I love Craze. Craze is such a good card. Again, Health Leech is really good too. Aside from that, I don't really like any of the other perks. They're okay to have. Healing may be good, like the burger perk little symbol, which heals some characters. Pretty good, but some of it has a lock on it where it's like only heals King of the Hill or characters or stuff like that, which is kind of stupid. I don't really like that. I'd rather it heal whoever's on the team. But we have a 19/15 card right here, and she has 12 health and Lois has 8. So what? She's gonna survive. I think she's gonna survive one more, because it's gonna do 11 damage. Yep, she's gonna survive one more attack, I believe. Yep, she's gonna have 1. But now he's a 2215 card, and as you see on the sides, I'm not really caring about what Quagmire and Teddy's doing. She's stuck in a trap to where she has to keep placing cards there, and I'm just going to keep destroying it because I have first attack priority. So that's kind of how it goes. Oh, and I got Peggy. She's a really good card as well. She has a lot of good combinations. Gamer and Peggy is a really good combination. So yeah, guys, that's basically it right there. I mean, pretty easy game as well. Just taking my tips in consideration, what we learned was, you know, set up your deck to how you want it. Make sure you only have 2 of a certain common combo card, because you don't want more than that, because you're just going to be stuck in your deck with common combo cards, which sucks. You want some rares in your epics to get a chance to get pulled in the actual like first initial pulls that you get. What do you draw, like 5 cards? You want one of those to be a rare and epic so you can set yourself up to win better. It's really hard playing when you have only common cards going up against some rare defenses and stuff like that. And aside from that, we learned that research is good. Research all the cards you use in the deck. Try to make any combination possible. Even if you only use one of that card, still put it in there, because you never know when you'll be able to use that combo. And then arena, of course, setting up your attacks, comboing at the right time, spreading out and filling up a spot at the right time, getting your card to lead the way. You need a card that does the damage, clear that lane, and just keep pressing it. And that's basically it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about the video in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe for more. It's been Gladiator from Gladiator Gaming. Peace out.